Okay, so this is quite interesting. Angela Zombeck from the University of North Carolina at Wilmington. She's a history professor speaking on C-SPAN American history, and she is talking about soldiers during the Civil War era, and there was a variety of them, and a lot of soldiers, they were advertising in the Civil War newspapers that they got rich during the war, and so they were seeking a woman. They said a lot of them were seeking a woman for marriage, and that's what they would put in the newspaper. They just wanted a woman to get married to, and that was their sole motivation. Now, she said one of them was a guy. He had an injury on his face, and so it was hard for him, but he had to make it, he had to kind of spice things up in his ad related to the injury to, make himself sound a little bit better, because he was concerned about how he looked because he had an injury on his face. Then Angela Reed goes on to read that there was another one who had actually, he was seeking a widow, a woman who had a husband who had passed away, because he had lost someone himself in the war. He had lost his wife, and Angela didn't say how he lost his wife, but he said for the two of them, it would be healing, the both of them healing together, because they had each lost something. And so this soldier had thought that the two of them together would, this one makes me want to cry. The two of them together would be able to heal, having lost someone that they loved while he was at war. And so that's why he was seeking a female who had lost her spouse. At this time, though, they were young, and that's what Angela is expressing, that they were young, and these young men in the Civil War wanted to have children. They wanted to have a traditional family, and so they were leaving notices and articles in the Civil War era newspapers, seeking love and a relationship, and expressing even back then that they wanted children. I would have never even thought of that they would even think of anything like that. But when I think about it, though, too, of that era and time frame, with what we learned in history, that's what was being pushed, was family. Family of one man, one woman, and having children, and the man takes care of everything, and the woman is taken care of for the rest of her life. That's the era we grew up in. I don't know what else to say about that, because that's the era we grew up in.